So the purpose of this video is to review the onboarding process for the METRIX tool and how you can set it up. And this is really an incredible tool for managing and monitoring all of the daily metrics that matter at the ASIN level for your Amazon FBA business. So you're going to want to go to FBA Excel and download the latest METRIX file. And when you come in here for the first time, you're going to want to put in your FBA Excel login and password. That's the first thing you're going to want to do. And then you'll see down here, it's got a Helium 10 account ID. This isn't needed unless you want to track your daily keyword performance. But if you want to track that, you basically come into your Helium 10 account. And then you'll notice after you log in, there's a question mark account ID equals and then a number. You just want to copy that number there and go ahead and put that into the account ID. Then you want to come down to this METRIX tab, which is the one with the graph here. And then you just want to copy that full URL with the HTTPS. Come back here, copy that sucker in there. Once that's loaded, then you just basically come and follow this step menu here. So we're just going to click the authorize button, and like the other tools, you just got to grant permission to your Google account. Go to advanced, go to METRIX, and then allow. After that, you basically should have this automatically come up, this little METRIX drop down. If you don't, then you can just click this little enable METRIX menu here to get that squared away. And then you want to actually download a Chrome extension here. So just come to this, and then this HTML table scraper we're going to use for a couple things. So just add that to Chrome, add extension, and then you'll see that come up on your Chrome extension drop down. And then you're going to want to create the Google Drive report folders that should be within the FBA Excel downloads. You can download that, but it basically is going to have these folders here. So it's got the metrics, it'll have the pricing, rank, SKU, and static. This demo files is just literally for this demo. So within pricing, you basically have pricing imported, pricing new. Within the rank, you basically have Helium 10 rank imported, Helium 10 rank new, rank imported, rank new. At the SKU level, you got SKU imported, SKU new. And then for the static files, you got static imported, static new. So that table structure should again be within FBAExcel.com. And then you're basically ready to come in here and start doing the actual onboarding process. Okay, so from here, make sure that you're actually logged into your Amazon Seller Central account that you're going to be pulling data for. And then you basically come up to this metrics, go to the onboarding, and then we're going to go to download inventory pricing and ad reports. We click that. It's going to run a script and then automatically open up all the tabs for you within your folder. So the first one we're going to download is your inventory report. So just click this drop down and then go to the all listings report. Click on that and then request report. You just need to download that to your file. We'll show you what to do with it here in a second. The next is the fee preview report. So from that tab, you just basically request this CSV download and download that file. And those two reports are just one-time uploads we need to upload. So just go into file, import, and then import new sheet. And then this is going to be a fee preview report. And then this one's going to be the all listings report. And we'll work with those here in a second later on. So the next one is the manage pricing. All you need to do here is just come to this 11 columns. And then I'm going to populate an image here right now. Those are the toggles that you need to select that we're actually going to pull. Once you actually select all those toggles, they're listed there. You may need to pause this video to do that. You just go ahead and hit save changes. And when you come back here, scroll to the bottom and just make this 250 results per page just so you can pull everything. And then you just want to right click here. And then this is where you're going to go to that Chrome extension that we downloaded, the HTML scraper. And then we're going to go to copy table to file. And then we just want to name this today's date. So it's 10.16.21. That's the format we would do here. I would go ahead and save that text file. And then if you come to that Google Drive you set up, you just come to this pricing new, and then you would basically just drag and drop that one here. You see here that I already had one in there before. And the final tab it opens up is an advertising report tab. So we're just going to go from here and go to create report. It's going to be sponsored products toggle pre-selected. And then from this report type drop down, we're going to come down here to advertise product. And then what we actually want is a daily. So it's going to be selected to summary. So we're going to select the daily, last 30 days. We're going to go ahead and run that report and download that report. And then going back to your Google Drive, we're actually going to take that report and go to the static folder. We're going to go to static new. And then you just want to drag that in. You're going to want to name that one ads, just ADS, exactly like this one here. It's got to be in that format. So save that, drag it in here, and then we're basically done with that part of the setup. So the final set of reports that you need to pull just for this onboarding process is the one that takes a little bit of a time to do. It's a bit of a pain in the butt, but it's worth it. As you come into this metrics tab, you come down to this 2 download biz reports. The first step that we're going to do is just to go to download the last 14 days. And then again, if you're logged into Amazon Seller Central, it's going to open up basically 14 different tabs for you. So that's going to take a little minute just to get those all populated. And then you basically just come tab by tab here and download the CSV. It's going to start 2 days back just because the previous 2 days are not usually that accurate. But in this case, it's the 16th. We're going to come in here and start with the 14th. So we just download CSV. That's done. Then we come in here, we download the 13th, then we download the 12th, and we do that for all 14 days. Then when you've got those 14 files downloaded, you just come in here to the SKU, and then go SKU new. And then you're basically going to drag all those CSVs into this folder. And the naming nomenclature is going to be the month.day.year. So in this case, we got 9.15.21, 9.16.21, etc. Now, if you just want those 14 days, you're pretty much done, but we typically like to have a running 30-day tally. So the next step is just to come into this metrics, go to the download business reports, and then go to the 14 plus more days. The reason we don't do this 30 in one fell swoop is because it can do some bad things to your Chrome when you have like 30 tabs open. So we do the first 14, and then we come in here and do the plus 14 more days, which we recommend just to get that full month. Although you don't have to if you only want those first couple weeks. And the same deal, when these are populated, you just download the CSV. We would name this one 9.30.21, then the next day, and so on and so on. And then obviously we drag and drop those remaining 14 days into the SKU-new folder, and then we're set up there. The good news with this, if you're just updating this on a daily basis or every 5 days or every 7 days, whenever you come to refresh this thing, you basically just come in again and you can just download like the last 3 days. So it's a lot quicker to do on an ongoing basis. Just takes like 5 minutes when you initially set this up though. So the next thing you're going to want to do is to come into this fee preview tab that we inserted here. Just select a sort so we can kind of sort through these. And then basically what we do on the unit dimensions is I just go sort Z to A. So it pulls all the inches ones up here. We basically just need to have the US based data for this analysis. And then you basically just gonna take this whole kind of row here to the US, copy that sucker, go to this SC reports tab, and then we're basically just gonna go and paste those values in there. Then it will auto populate the price here, so we're in business there. Then we're gonna come to this all listings report here. And then I've already sorted this here into these 3 columns. But basically, you're going to want to take this item name tab here. It's going to be somewhere over here in your raw file. And then just like double click it, and then you can drag it. Drag that one beside the seller SKU. And then your ASIN one is also going to be over here somewhere. Just kind of double click on that and then put that one beside the item name. So we have these 3 columns right together. The other thing is that we only want FBA. So this product ID type is, I think it's going to be like a 3 when you first come in here. It'll be 1 if it's an FBM. So I basically just take those 3s and just change it to FBA and then just drag that down all the 3s. We only really want to look at the FBA ones with this analysis. Then we basically just take these 4 columns here. We're going to copy those. Then you come back to this SC reports and we're just going to paste the values in there at the top. And then we've got all those. So now we're pretty much done with this step of the process. All right, so now we're all set up with all the data and reports. Next step, you just come to the metrics, drop down, go to the onboarding, and then we're actually going to be in the step 4 onboarding sync. Just click that. Then you just hit ready to onboard, hit yes. And then this step here takes about 3 to 5 minutes, kind of depends on the data set, your internet connection, all that stuff. But it's pulling in all those 30 reports, it's pulling in all the fee preview stuff, all that stuff, and it's syncing it into the metrics dashboard that we're going to use. And then when it is done, you're going to basically just see this initial onboarding complete and you hit OK on that step. So after you hit OK, it's going to bounce you back here to the settings screen. And then the final step, you just come to metrics, onboarding, and drum roll, build the SKU dashboard. That usually takes like a minute or 2 to populate that. And it's going to populate your SKU dashboard. And that's a wrap. When you're done, you'll have your SKU dashboard here populated. And that is the crux of the onboarding process. All right, so the next step of the onboarding is totally optional and it's related to tracking keywords that you want to kind of monitor the rank on. Although I think it's super important to do this when you're launching a product on a daily basis. We're going to walk through how to do that. So what we're going to do for the daily keyword tracking is let's go to a keyword dominator file for the product that you're actually launching. So this is going to be the actual product. We've got an example here of a golf cooler. So this would be your ASIN here in this scenario for this file. So you'd have this keyword dominator file. The next thing that you're going to want to do with however you want to sort kind of your keyword priorities, we've just kind of gone search volume top to bottom on this one, but you may have different strategic words. But you want to go to this new column called rank targets. So if you've downloaded an earlier version of the keyword dominator before this course came out, just make sure that you go into FBA Excel and download the newest one, because this is a new column here and there's a couple other color coding things that are new. But basically what we want to do is we want to take the 25 most important strategic words that we're really wanting to hone in when we're launching the product. So we want to index and we want to really closely monitor what the rank is on a daily basis. We rank order those 1 to 25, 1 being the highest priority, 25 being the lowest, but you want to have those top 25 words. And then basically what we want to do is we want to come in here and basically copy this whole string here all the way to that. We're going to copy that. Then we want to come back to the metrics SKU dashboard. And in this case, this is our product that we're looking to launch and track. And then this KD section, this column G, we just copy in that tag there. And we are good there. Then we're going to want to come back to this metrics tab. And if we scroll down to this SKU2, the one that we're actually looking to track, and I hit the plus button, boom, I've got all 25 of these keywords that are strategic for our launch that we want to track on a daily basis. So to get these daily ranks, what we're going to want to do is just go ahead and copy this row here of those 25 words. And then when we came in to do the metrics onboarding, download all these reports, it would have populated your Helium 10 tab as well. So when we go to that Helium 10 tab, if you haven't set this up already, it's actually going to open up to the keyword tracker section from analytics. And then all you need to do if you've got a new ASIN is you just want to copy that ASIN in, and then we would go ahead and populate all those words here, and then we would click start tracking. And then all we're going to want to do on a daily basis when we're tracking the launch of this product is just come in here to this export current result, go ahead and save that file there. And then within our metrics Google Drive, we're just going to plop that sucker in the rank. And then we're going to go to the Helium 10 rank new, click on that and save your file here. So the actual naming format that we want to name these is basically the ASIN and then the actual ASIN name, underscore, and then the month dot day dot year. So that's going to be the naming nomenclature. And then anytime we've got a new file for this on a daily basis, we could drop it here in this new tab, sync it, and it's going to pull in that data. So basically what we're going to see on a daily basis is the latest rank is going to be populated here based on that Helium 10 file. And then as we upload these on a daily basis, we'll basically see a new column of actual rank tracking as we go. In addition to that, it's pulled in all this other data for us, the unit sales, the actual sales, sessions, conversion rate, pay-per-click conversion, pay-per-click sales, our tacos, our dashboard here for 30-day sales history and a bunch of stuff. And we, again, get this on a daily basis once we've synced this thing up. So that's really the onboarding and setup. In the next video, we're going to get into how we actually leverage this when we're tracking launches of the product. And then in Module 8 on the management section, we'll talk about how we use this across the entire portfolio for managing our business and monitoring performance.